To the unsuspecting onlooker, they might be wondering what is wrong with this man. Is he going for an early morning run? Or perhaps he's just drunk from some alcohol. As he struggles to get back on his feet, he's actually suffering the effects of rehypnol as he collapses back into the sand, potentially left to die as thieves ransack thousands from his bank account. It was meant to be their celebration vacation in Brazil, but these three women will literally leave him in the sand to die. Two students leave London for a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Brazil. They are going to the South American country not just to explore, but to celebrate an engineering graduation from university, and Brazil is the perfect place. The two friends are Mihailo Petrovic and Diego Bravo, both in their 20s and outstanding engineering students. As they fly towards Rio de Janeiro, both friends are excited and happy to finally touch down after a 14-hour flight into the City of God, where they will suck in all the culture and all the sights, visiting Cristo Rey and relaxing with cocktails at Ipanema Beach. Both friends were true tourists who only wanted to explore the culture and enjoy everything that Brazil had to offer, including the nightlife. They will share pictures of their trip on their social media to their family and friends. Brazil, in particular the city of Rio de Janeiro, up until this point had turned out to be an excellent destination for Mihailo and his friend Diego Bravo, and they felt they deserved it, especially with the long hours of study to attain graduation. But it's unfortunate that no one told them about the other side of Brazil, like Dwayne Morris, who lost his life in Rio de Janeiro in 2024 to a scope queen. Or perhaps they were already aware of the dangers but had the same attitude as Fritz.
I had heard about the dangers of Americans coming down here, and I had heard about this drug that girls will put in a drink and then they'll rob you, but I didn't think it would ever happen to me. I felt, well, I'm a bigger guy, they'd probably find an easier target, maybe some old guy, it wouldn't happen to me.
With the eyes of the world focusing on Colombia, in particular Medellin, it is easy to forget that Rio de Janeiro is a high-ranking city for drugging and robbing tourists, with many unreported cases and less media attention. But just like in Colombia, the objective remains the same, with these dangerous women drugging and robbing tourists with little regard for their lives. But this was probably a distant thought for the two friends as they both enjoy their time in Rio de Janeiro, mostly spending time on the beach, but without realizing at some point they'll be left to die there. It's a Wednesday night on 6th August 2025, and the two friends head to the Lapa district. Their intention was to visit the Fundição Progresso, a music venue and a cultural center in the neighborhood of Lapa. They had visited there in the hopes of enjoying the various cultural events that the foundation holds. But in particular, Mihailo and Diego were interested in watching the samba musical event. It would be at this event that the two friends would be befriended by three Brazilian women. Amanda Couto de Loca, 23 years old and already a menace. Mayara Americo de Silva, she's 26 years old. And Ryan de Oliveira, 27 years old and suspected of numerous druggings in Rio. They all come from the north side of the city and reside in the notorious Complexo do Chapadão, a neighborhood which at this very moment resembles a war zone, with the police and the local gangs fighting daily. You would think that these are images from Syria or Libya, but this is Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, the other side that tourists don't get to see. And this is the environment that these three women come from, hardened by crime, witnessing many deaths, and so they don't really care about your life, and so stealing from two oblivious gringos should be easy work. And so Ryan, the most experienced of the three criminals, is the one to initiate contact and build trust. After the event, the group hang out a little bit more around the Lapa district, and you can only imagine from the perspective of the two friends that there was nothing suspicious, that it was all good vibes as the group drink caipirinhas. And so it's getting late, it's almost 5 a.m, but the group still want to hang out with each other. And so the girls make a suggestion to make the 20-minute drive back to Ipanema Beach, where they can spend some more time together and possibly watch the sunrise. And so after a perfect night, this sounded like a good idea to Mihailo and his friend Diego as a way of ushering in a new day. But first wait, as the group enjoy another round of caipirinhas. It's 4:40 a.m. and the group of five squeeze into a tiny taxi to make the 20-minute drive from Lapa to Ipanema Beach waterfront. But things are beginning to feel a little bit weird for the two foreigners, as it could be that their caipirinhas were spiked. Beginning to feel a little bit off, they continue their journey towards Ipanema. As they get towards the Ipanema waterfront, the group will exit the vehicle and get some more drinks at a waterfront kiosk, where the girls will drug them for certain using Rohypnol, turning the guys' early morning beach adventure into a nightmare. Realizing that the drug is now taking effect, the three criminals led by Ryan will attempt to steal the cell phones of the two tourists. Diego was quick to react as he erased some applications and threw his phone away in the sand. Mihailo, on the other hand, was unlucky as the drug was too strong in his system and he didn't have time as he tried to escape from the girls. The effect of the drug is strong as he struggles to keep balance. Completely discombobulated and with his phone stolen, Mihailo will fall to the ground and collapse. A 19-year-old delivery boy was also present to witness the events and quite possibly save their lives. He will witness Ryan and the two other girls stealing from the two foreigners. He will quickly pull out his cell phone and record evidence of the girls on the scene. He will question the girls, suggesting that they had drugged and robbed the tourists, to which they will reply, "You don't know what you're talking about. Mind your own business. You are talking shit." However, this was enough to scare them, especially as they realized he was recording, and so they stop a taxi in the middle of the road and they flee from the scene. At the very same time, Mihailo's passed out at the beach. He's drooling and his eyes are open, unconscious.
A mulher dopou legal, filho. Chamar a ambulância pro cara aqui.
He has literally been left for dead, and that is how many tourists have lost their lives. Meanwhile, the girls were able to steal over £2,000 and make some crypto transfers. Mihailo was rushed to the hospital to help clear the drugs in his system, and he is lucky to be alive. Diego was also affected, although not to the same degree as his friend. The events that happened on the morning of August 7th could have easily resulted in the loss of life, as these criminals are willing to do whatever it takes to steal from you. Running away from what could be a murder scene, it just goes to show you that they don't care about you. Thankfully, Mihailo was able to make a full recovery, and when asked about the beach, this was his full response.
No, once I got to the beach, complete knockout.
The media would then question him about plans on returning to Brazil.
And you know, maybe I'll come back one day, but for now, I think it's enough of Brazil for now.
As for the 3 girls involved, a notice from the criminal courts has been placed against them, but they are currently on the run. But there is no doubt that they will soon be found and be brought forward to face justice.